segment called Good Story, Bad Story. And we're going to start with the bad story. It's bad about Eddie.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're not going to like it. But we have a good story afterward to make it even again.
About me, too?
Yeah, good story, bad story.
Okay.
And the only reason I made the bit up because you sound like such a jerk in this first story that I wanted to make it a good part too.
What is it?
It's old though. Amy's the one that reminded me of it.
Well, I was reminded of it because his wife told the story the other night at dinner.
I know this story. This is so not
Why
true.
are you getting upset?
No,
because I know this story.
His wife told it to me.
Good story,
it's
bad story.
absolutely
Amy,
true.
take it away.
So she was in labor on her
Second
way
child.
to the hospital.
Do you think that mattered?
No,
Second
I'm just
child.
throwing
Like
that
what
in.
context does that matter?
In case anyone's wondering.
Go ahead.
Okay, second child in labor. I don't really know exactly where Eddie is, but she's driving herself to the hospital.
Passenger seat.
Okay, so
Wait, what?
Well,
Okay.
she was driving.
She's going into labor and you're riding in the passenger seat?
This just got worse
let
because
Amy finish it.
Okay.
To be clear, I thought she was driving herself because he was nowhere to be found.
Okay.
But Eddie was hungry, so she stopped at McDonald's and got him a McMuffin.
We got
You demanded a McMuffin as she's driving herself to have a baby?
We got breakfast.
Then she continued on her way to the hospital and then gave birth to their baby.
The two questions. One, why aren't you driving?
Can I tell my side of the story?
Absolutely.
So we had already gone to the hospital 4 times because she said, I'm having a baby. So the first time this happened, we were like, let's go. I drove. I didn't get breakfast. We rushed to the hospital. Ma'am, you're dehydrated. No baby. We go home. Second time, I'm having the baby. I get in the driver's seat. No breakfast. Drive to the hospital. No baby. This is the 4th time. So I'm like, false alarm. If we're going to do this, you're driving. I'm going to get breakfast, and we'll get to the hospital when we get to the hospital. Turns out that was a bad move because we were having the baby.
Right.
So, I don't know. We don't have kids yet. We're going to have kids someday. I feel like every time, even if it were 19 times, I would drive.
Exactly.
Like, there would never get to a threshold of you've cried wolf too many times. You're now going to drive. Prove it.
Right.
Right? Am I crazy for thinking that?
Not at all.
Okay.
I think I did drive to McDonald's, and then she took it from there.
You switched over?
Why? So you
No,
can
no,
eat
no,
You can eat
no,
your
no.
So I can eat
McMuffin?
my
Well,
breakfast.
this is not the story I got. No. She told this story, and I'm telling you, she was driving. And she went through the drive-thru to get it for him.
I was shocked when we got to the hospital and the doctor said, you're having the baby. I'm like, oh no, I should have driven.
I mean, but in reality, you do have time to go to the drive-thru in most pregnancies.
No.
The doctor said the baby was coming out.
I don't think you risk it. I don't think maybe on the way back or you. Dude, that's hilarious.
Man, I mean, so half of the story is true.
No.
No, the whole thing is true.
You made it worse though when you said that she was driving because Amy didn't even know that.
My wife loves
No,
telling that
he
story.
made it worse when he said he was in the passenger
Yeah, that's what I'm
seat.
saying. I
I
didn't
knew
know.
she was driving, but I figured she was meeting him at the hospital.
No,
yeah.
That's bad too. Yeah.
No, we were both
But
there.
he was right there.
Dude, that's so funny. Only because 4 times it had happened. He's like, well, I will not do this the 5th time.
That was like false alarm again. We're not rushing this time.
Like in my mind, he was at work and she was like, okay, I'll meet you at the hospital. That's why she had to drive. And now we know
Greatness.
he was available.
I don't even want to do good story. I like this. I just want to leave this as it is.
Well,
I think
what's the
We'll
good
do
story?
it. We'll do it in the post-show podcast.
Okay.
I'll give a good story about Eddie. I just want to let this sit and simmer because that's so funny.
Yeah, that's stupid. She loves telling that story, though.
Also, the fact that you're like, oh god, this is the one that had to be real.
You know what's funny, too, is every time my son celebrates a birthday, we tell that story again.
Do you go
And
get
I look like an idiot.
McMuffins?
Oh, McMuffins for everybody.
It's about